Many languages possess a certain specific idiom. If some speech or writing is hard to understand, a common saying often compares it to some foreign language. In English, a popular idiom is, "It's Greek to me." It doesn't mean the text is Greek. Greek just functions here as a stereotypical language that's hard to understand. To avoid repetition, we'll shorten stereotypical unintelligible language to just SUL. Other languages have similar idioms. But the SUL in question, the unintelligible language in such idioms, varies from language to language. So here's a fun statistical question. Which languages function as SUL most frequently in such idioms? As our source, we use the wiki page about the Greek to me expression. We use the closest modern languages as an anchor to avoid dilution by spelling variants or historical ambiguities. Note that idioms from European languages are likely better represented than others. Here's our frequency graph. Colored bars represent real languages. White bars represent categories which are not real languages. This includes concepts like gibberish, illegible writing, alien language, and angelic language. Another category is hieroglyphs, though it's more of a specific script for a now extinct language. Some languages are named, but they're not real. This include Kauderwelsh, Ithkuil, Patagonian, and Alabernese. For our purposes, let's restrict the scope to just real languages. The clear winner is Chinese, which occurs 24 times. Greek comes next at 10. Spanish follows at 9. Turkish appears 7 times. After that, the counts drop off into much lower numbers. Here's our analysis of the rankings. From a European point of view, Chinese win is probably expected, with several contributing factors. Firstly, in Europe, China has been known for a long time, so it easily fills the role of a recognizable, faraway land. Secondly, the writing system is very different from Latin-based scripts. Finally, a contributing factor could be the fact that Mandarin is tonal. Unlike in most European languages, the pitch of a syllable changes the meaning.
Ma,
ma,
ma, ma.
From a European perspective, this may strengthen the perception of linguistic strangeness. Greek is a more complicated case. It does have its own alphabet, different from Latin, but it's prominent for other reasons. Today, Greece is a small country, but historically, Greek was formative in European scholarly culture. In ancient Rome, it was associated with learning, and Romans from the educated elites often learned it. But later on, medieval scribes were far less familiar with Greek. If they found a Greek quote in a Latin text, they sometimes commented, "It's in Greek, not to be read." Ancient texts copied by medieval scribes heavily influenced European scholarly culture. This popularized the idea of Greek as an SUL in Europe. The high ranking of Spanish is probably a surprise to many. It's a Romance language written in the Latin alphabet. It's certainly not any stranger than French, Italian, or Portuguese. But 9 languages, Germanic and Slavic, use a phrase like "it seems Spanish to me" or "sounds like a Spanish village" to mean something unfamiliar or hard to understand. The roots of this idiom probably date back to Charles V, the Spanish-raised Holy Roman Emperor. And no, it's not a caricature, this is his real Habsburg jaw. His language and customs probably seemed odd to the German-speaking court. The German idiom, "it seems Spanish to me," first shows in print in 1668. This saying then probably propagated into other countries. So what's the lesson here? Idioms like this are not a simple measurement of linguistic distance. They are little time capsules encoding cultural developments and attitudes, hundreds, if not thousands, years old.